Communism. How many is there? 6 states and 2 territories in Australia. Why didn't you try it in one? What, you know? Why are you gonna go and fucking do this, you fucking irresponsible cocksucker? That's the question. Where's the town in Australia that's thriving under communism? There isn't one. You're a mob. That's all you are. Step 1, terrorize everyone. Step 2, identify an enemy, which is the self-employed. Anyone who isn't fucking, bending over and taking a fucking dick in the ass, formerly known as a job. That's actually the argument of the Labor Party. Funnily enough, that's the true argument of the Labor Party. The right to disconnect all this absolute bullshit. Then they artificially hold the entire fucking marketplace to terrorize you into becoming a fucking backstreet fucking junkie whore, comparatively, compared to, other periods of economic stability that we are not currently in. And then they press you with the press. That's convenient, right? Pressing. They used to press people out of pubs onto ships to go and fight wars. Well, it's no different, but Albo doesn't have a crown. And I'm highly doubtful that this is coming from the crown, because this country will be defended and held by the people in opposition to this if there is an external threat. So it's all getting a bit nonsense. Well, he's got you all in a sheep crate. He's freaked you all out using terrorist organisations and terrorism tactics. Yeah, and now he's trying to get you all to fucking start a war with me and all my fellow Australians. Well, why don't you turn your fucking Netflix off? Why don't you cancel your gym membership? You know what I mean? Why don't you fucking hand your hire car or your fucking hire purchase, your $100,000 fucking, yeah? Why don't you downsize your house to a fucking, something that you can afford? Why don't you reskill into a career that doesn't involve, questionable fucking sales tactics to do with fucking operations and medicine and healthcare? This is the inevitability of a war. The first thing that there would be, if this kicks off, we're going to disable every single thing. So you'll all be there anyway. Then you'll know. Then you'll be like, shit. Now we can forgive all this. This is the thing, because these tactics work. They've worked previously. It's not come on over to Australia and be fucking what. It's like, come back to reality. You're all fucking insane. The noise of the city, the smoke, the fucking pollution, the constant bombardment by the media, by the fucking press, by the fucking entertainment, which, look, entertainment's had a fucking increase of like 1,000-fold in the last 20 years. Junkies. You're all fucking junkies. And there's no better country in the world to start to rehabilitate yourselves than Australia. The Australia that I know, the Australia that I'm defending, has boundless opportunities, boundless forgiveness. It's a convict country. It's forged in forgiveness. So it's a moment. It's a moment in time. You know what I mean? It's play on the field and then shake hands after the game. But the game's finished. It's time to shake hands. Lick our wounds, which you all don't have many of, except you're stressed because the shopping bags are too heavy. Basically, It's going to be a depressing time. There's going to be some shame. But that's no different to the convicts that arrived here. There was shame, it was depressing, and then look, forged in forgiveness, this country is. And I've got the right name and the right history to fucking say this. We can end this in 2 days. Just politely, calmly, clearly indicate your disgust at our current Prime Minister, and politely direct your concerns to our Governor-General, and politely ask her to offer up an alternative. That's it. I'm not the alternative. Of course not. The military isn't the alternative. Of course not. The king isn't the alternative. You're missing the point. We're all collectively working towards a democratic conclusion to what will inevitably end up as an uncontrollable war. Completely uncontrollable. You got 400 police looking for one bloke with a gun. My God. Doesn't matter. The technology does not matter. You know what I mean? If the one thing of my adaptation, my innovation in this thing is just to send a clear message, like we'll adapt and we'll innovate and we'll fucking win this thing, because we win all the time. We have a proven track record. So just take the hit. Take the loss. Chalk it up to experience. Chalk it up to fucking, the pandemic. Chalk it up to drugs and alcohol and whatever you need to. But it's got to stop now. Calmer heads have to prevail. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's read 5 words from the English dictionary while I fucking hold my head over crookedly because I'm absolutely fucking stiff as a fucking board. Plastic. Do you know how often I turn to plastic? It almost makes me think that I'm part of some type of fucking simulation. Cotton wool. Raw cotton for surgical dressings and toilet purposes. I didn't know you could use cotton wool for toilet purposes. That would have been a fucking handy little tip to know during the pandemic. Cotton in its raw state on the bowl or gather for use. Pick a bale of cotton, you're all that. Start singing that song. 1, 2, pick a bale of cotton a day. Whatever. I'll have to look it up. Yeah, I'll do it here while we're doing this. What was that? 2 words. Pick a bale of cotton. What was it? Cotton wool. Plastic. Plastic again. What are the fucking chances? It's not like there's any. Anyway, look at that. So I've never done plastic, cotton wool, plastic. Formalin, an aqueous solution of formaldehyde used as a sterilising solution for non-boilable material in the treatment of warts and as a preventative for biological specimens. Right. One last word. Quiver. To shake with a slight but rapid motion, vibrate Tremulsely, tremble, the act or state of quivering, a tremble or tremor. A case for holding arrows. I better put that on. It'll be like this.